Right, I know that I've reviewed this before, but I've been using it for some months now. Some weeks, I mean. It's a Qualcast, yeah. And I really like this thing. It's really kept going, it's kept doing its job. I read a few reviews from other people about these and they say that they burn out quite quickly. With this one, it's been working pretty consistently for me. What I find with these is, as you go through the routes of various things, they get wound round and gradually it will slow down. So every so often you really need to clean it out. They're quite tough. So this would be a nice thing to do when you finish each time, but when you do finish, normally you just chuck the thing in the garage and walk away. So that's one of the jobs with this thing. But it's been running with that and I've obviously not noticed it. But I'll clean those off. There's some more in there. Now with those off, that looks fairly clear to me. And that's ready to go. Now this thing, click on it, this thing, my Qualcast 750 watt electric tiller needs to be plugged in. And it's good to go. Now, when you buy this, so that it will fit in the box, the handles, the green bit, all the way down to there, they're packed separately. So it's your job to assemble it. And what you'll notice, if you come to me and have a look, the Qualcast is written upside down. So my natural assumption was it goes round that way. And I put the handles on appropriately. And when I turned it on, it raced along the floor to my feet. So if you do buy one of these, it's important to remember that when you assemble it intuitively back to front. Otherwise you've got a little electric rotavator chasing you around. But other than that, it all works all fine. Now somebody off my previous review of this did say I should be wearing eye protection because of all the flying stones. It's not really that powerful, the stones don't fly. The main job with it is to keep these parts down here clear. When it's wet, I tend to find that, especially as this soil is quite clayey, that it starts to build up. Around this central strut you get a big clump of mud, and eventually it will slow down to the point where you need to go away and clean it off. But that, for me, I don't know if it's a particularly good example of it, but for me that'll go on all day. And this is an example. Come up and have a look at my hole that I dug. This trench, I've sunk this to put the rocks down the hole. But essentially, I dug this using a little electric rotavator. So obviously I've spaded it away, but the electric rotavator did the job. And that's just solid clay. So that thing, it really does pack a punch. It hasn't burnt out yet, and I'm really pleased with it.